Hey everyone, okay, so today I want to show you my makeup kit that I travel with. Now this is one that I put together this morning, but normally my kit is a little bit bigger, but this is a really good example of how to pack for makeup. So let me just lug it up because it's so heavy. Oh, there it is. So that is my makeup kit. Small. So let me show you what's in here. Oh, and this case is by My Kit Co. So that's where I got that from. Okay, so we'll just start where we start. So I've got a collection of lip glosses here. Now I've got a foundation palette, RCMA foundation palette, an oldie but a goodie. This contains light to deep shades. This shade here it's a deep shade, but it's so much deeper when it's swatched. So there is no excuse to not have deep shades. Also with this palette, I will highlight and contour with it as well and use it as a bronzer. I have a lip palette. There you go. That's my lip palette. I have RCMA No Color Powder. I have 2 lip pencils, 2 eye pencils, a brown and a black, and 2 mascaras. I have a cream blusher by RCMA. This is a brand new one. I can also use lipsticks as cream blushes. I have a priming moisturizer. I really like the Eve Pearl one, it's really, really good. I have sets of false eyelashes, glue, eyelasher applicator. I have a powder puff. I have Alcone sponges, an eyelash curler, a spray bottle of water, a setting spray, which I haven't put in here yet, but I always carry one. And then finally, I have eyeshadows and blushes and highlighters. So I carry the Eve Pearl ones because I just think they're so easy. Palettes I use the most are the Ultimate Eyeshadow Palette, the Au Naturel palette, and the one I use, let me just find the other one. Oh, this is a great palette. This is the Classic Highlighter and Bronzer palette. This is such a good palette. And the Diva Eyes is also what I use, because I love the colors in here. The wine color is so beautiful. And then there's powder blushes as well. And this is a light one. There's deep ones here as well. So that's my kit also, which is here because I haven't packed it, is the Pro Eyeshadow Palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And that's it. That's my kit for today. And to be quite honest with you, this kit is very, very similar to how I would carry my makeup anyway. I tend to carry a little bit more, but this is a really good example. There is this kind of, I have to pack things away because I just can't function or concentrate when there's stuff hanging around. People think that when you're a makeup artist, you have to carry the most, a really, really huge kit, and you absolutely don't. I don't anyway. But I know people do because there's always the what if. Well, no one has ever asked me to do yellow eyeshadow. So I know I don't usually carry a yellow eyeshadow. I've got purples and browns and greens and blues, all in those small little eyeshadow palettes. And I really like the Eve Pearl ones because I think that the pigmentation is amazing, but they blend really, really easily as well. And I'm a really big fan of kind of doing, I really like, and I try and do it as much as I can, the kind of Playboy eye, where it's a really dark, sooty, smoky eye at the lash line. Then we put a bit of color into the outside corner and the kind of eyelid. But I really like that with a nude lip and a, a soft blush. I just think it's so pretty, and I love it. I love that kind of Playboy makeup. I've always loved it. Charlotte Tilbury is very, very similar to that kind of style as well, with the smoky, dark rimmed eyes. Alexis Vogel, very, very similar as well. I just think I love that kind of style. I think it's just because I'm old. I kind of really like that whole Playboy 1990s and supermodel look. I just think it's a great one. But you can see you don't need to have a massive kit. There is foundations in here for all skin tones, which I can use as concealers and highlighting and contour products. There is lipsticks, lip glosses, powders, moisturizers, the whole thing. Now you could fill this up even more with more blushes and eyeshadows, bronzers if you wanted to, anything you want. But that's the point, is that you don't need this massive kit. I know I've got a huge amount of stuff around me, but I don't use it. I really like old school products, right? And what I mean by that is RCMA, 50% pigment. Alexis Vogel eyeshadows are so pigmented and they blend. Eve Pearl products. Again, these are more, all of those things I'm talking about are more old school formulas, but they just work. They really work because they're loaded with pigment. They're designed for makeup artists. And that way we can use less product or more product, however we want, but we can just really get it down. Now the only thing in here that is slightly different is the lip glosses. Normally I carry more lip glosses, but that's just because I know who I'm going to today. I tend to carry 2 reds, 2 pinks, 1 bright, 1 not, because I can mix, and a lot of nudes, because I love nude lips. I just think it's so pretty. But there you go. Sometimes I'll carry a really big eyeshadow lipstick palette as well, but that fits in there. Everything fits in there. You notice there's not lots of different colored powders in there. There's just a single powder. It really depends on the client. But this is a good example of a makeup kit. Even though sometimes I pack it a bit bigger, everything would still fit in here. Even if I were to add in bronzers and highlighting powders and other things, I could still fit it all in there. You shouldn't have to break your back. There you go. That's my makeup kit. And I'll see you all soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.